I know turnovers are never your favorite thing, but last preseason game, it's definitely a different kind of lineup. Does the 10 turnovers the first quarter bother you as much as it might any other time?
Well, 6 in the first, 5 minutes, 4 minutes, something like that. Yeah, 9 in the first 6, yeah, so that bothers me. We definitely had a turnover problem throughout the preseason, but I'm confident that when the lights go on Tuesday, our guys will be locked in. And, we didn't have a lot of consistent lineups in the preseason. We had, a lot of mix and match lineups, but that's not an excuse for the careless ones. And so we've got to improve. We need a couple of good days of practice before we head out to LA, but I'm confident we can be fine.
Steve, on a night where several teams rested their stars, what is the value of having Steph in your mind? What is the value of playing Steph 30 minutes tonight, last preseason game?
He's been ramping up, and I think the most he had played was in Portland, maybe 24, 25 minutes, and he wanted to get to 30 tonight. All of this was by design. He took the night off in LA, I think it was, a middle game. So this is his routine. He likes to get the last preseason game, get to around 30 minutes, and he's ready to roll.
Steve, how much of a factor do you think it was that you're using sort of makeshift lineups and shifting lineups and rotations in terms of the turnovers throughout the preseason?
That's some of it, but some of it is just careless play and lack of fundamentals. And, one-hand passes off the dribble when two hands are available. And, if you have two hands on the pass, on the ball, and the guy cuts as you're passing, you can pull it back. But one hand, you throw it out of bounds, and we had several of those. So fundamental stuff has to improve. But, I think Jimmy solves a lot of that, You remember last year, I think we were 25 and 26 without him. And then, and turned it over frequently. But after we got him, the game made a lot more sense. There was more control to the game. We cut our turnovers way back, and we started winning. So no coincidence.
Hi, Steve. Do you have kind of a game plan as to how you're going to manage everybody's minutes, especially maybe in the first, 2 weeks of the season, just to sort of kind of get off to a decent roll of things?
Yeah, I don't know that we're going to be able to play guys right away, much more than 30. And that's not uncommon, especially with the shorter preseason now. We're a week less than what we used to have. We're going to have to ease into things a little bit, but we have a lot of depth, and it doesn't take long, for these guys to go from 25 to 34. So it's probably a week or so, but there's more to it. There's a rhythm, there's a comfort level playing together, and we haven't found that yet, clearly.
What are the next few days for you look like? What do you want to accomplish before LA? And, I think Nick asked you pregame, but you expect to have Jimmy and Kuminga and pretty much everybody besides Moody in those practices? Yeah.
So tomorrow I'll go to the No Kings rally because I hate America. That's the plan. That's what I heard anyway. If you go, you hate America. So, no, we'll take tomorrow off, and the next 2 days after that, we need good solid practices. Jimmy will work. He got a really good session in today. We didn't want to play him because he had missed 4 straight days, and so he got a great session in today. So did JK. I expect both guys to practice Sunday, Monday, and be ready to play Tuesday.
Hey, Steve. What'd you make of? We got to see a little bit more of Draymond and Al Horford together in that starting lineup. What'd you make of their play tonight?
Well, they're going to be a good pair because they're both so good defensively, and they match pretty well offensively too, with Al spacing the floor and Draymond making plays and setting screen. Both guys are great screen setters for Steph, and so I'm really excited about that combination.
Steve, you talked about Steph's conditioning a lot over the years, but he's 37. He's playing 30 minutes in the preseason game. Just how insane is it that he can still have this level at this age?
Well, he works at it all year round, and that's he's one of the best conditioned athletes I've ever seen. But it doesn't just happen. I mean, he's obviously got some good genes, but he works at it, and he keeps himself in shape. Everything is planned. So the build-up that led to the 30 minutes that's been happening, for the last several months. So he's incredible to watch.
So, Steve, just from summer league to the end of preseason, what's your assessment on Will Richard and just how comfortable you are with putting him out there after 2 straight starts already? Yeah,
Will can really play. It's exciting. You can see it when he's out there. The game makes sense. He's in the right spot. The ball moves. He's not afraid to shoot it. He's good defensively. I think Will is going to be in the league for a long time, and he won't start out the season, in the rotation most likely. I shouldn't say that because we'll see who's healthy and who's not on Tuesday. But if everyone's healthy, he's on the outside looking in right now. But I have no doubt that he will get his opportunities this year, and he'll be ready for them. Thanks.
Obviously, it's been through some injuries or then some trying some different things, but gotten 2 starts here with Steph Curry, with all these guys. What's it been like, and how do you think you've done in these 2 performances?
I think I've done solid. I mean, it's been fun being able to play with vets like that, future Hall of Famers, being able to go out there and learn from them and just compete with them. But definitely some stuff that I have to clean up offensively and defensively, just getting the scheme down and stuff like that. So definitely a lot of room for improvement.
First preseason now in the books. Just what are some things that you've learned about being in the NBA, just in general, the last few weeks?
Yeah, I'll probably say just getting adjusted to the life. I know for me, knowing that this is a veteran team, I had to catch up kind of quick because they're not going to wait on you. So just asking a lot of questions, trying to learn as much as possible from these vets and stuff like that, and just trying to be on the same page with everybody so I can know what's going on when I get that opportunity to go out there.
Will, you think about the end of your college career, the end of summer league, and now the end of preseason. Where have you seen your game grow the most in that span?
Yeah, probably just adapting to every situation. I feel like I'm able to do a lot of different things on the court, and whatever the role is for me on the team and whatever the team needs for me to help them win games and impact games, that's what I'm willing to do.
Steve keeps saying like he believes you're gonna be ready when your number's called eventually. What's that mentality like? Just staying ready?
Like I said, just asking a lot of questions, making sure I'm on the same page when I know when I go out there, just so I know what's going on. But for me, just putting in the work, and trusting that, and knowing when my time is called, I got to be ready to perform.
You said you've had to adjust a little bit to the life. Has anything about the life surprised you?
I wouldn't say surprised me, but I'll probably say it's definitely a lot more focus on how you spend your individual time. I would say getting adjusted to that, make sure you're still productive when you're not in the facility doing stuff that can help your game and just help your mentality. So I would say that. How have you been spending your individual time? Trying to relax. I've been playing the game, talking to my family back home, just trying to keep peace and keep my mentality right.
Just looking at this roster and maybe your spot in it, I've heard people say like you can defend up, you can defend bigger guys. Did you do a lot of that in college? Defending some 6'8", 7 guys, and do you think that could be something that you could do in this league?
Oh yeah, for sure. I pride myself on being able to defend, and my freshman and sophomore year, I played some of the 4, so I'm definitely used to guarding bigger guys. So I feel like I can guard up and guard down, whatever the team needs me to do to help us win. I'm willing to do that.
How would you break down the ending of tonight's game, the last few possessions?
Kind of messy, to be honest. Definitely a messy end of the game. We were down 3, trying to make a play, trying to get either hit the 3 or get fouled. Didn't get either of those and missed it. So, I mean, it goes like that, but definitely stuff that we can learn on and improve getting ready for the regular season.
And I hate to bring it up, but what happened on the breakaway, the dunk?
Legs gave out. Gotta get in the cold tub a little more, I guess.
Was it a dead spot?
It might have been. I'm going to blame it on that. Let's go with that one.
Luka Doncic and Austin Reeves shine bright against the Suns. The Los Angeles Lakers finally picked up their first preseason win in a rematch against the Golden State Warriors. But with a back-to-back stretch on the schedule, a rarity in preseason, the team had little time to celebrate. On Tuesday night, they faced off against the Phoenix Suns in another opportunity to make a statement. The Lakers were short-handed in their first outing, and while key players sat again, all eyes were on Luka Doncic, who made his long-awaited preseason debut. Head coach J.J. Redick had previously stated that Doncic would be on a minutes restriction after his summer run at Eurobasket 2025, but on Tuesday, the team gave the green light and Doncic delivered. While the Lakers ultimately fell 113 to 104, the scoreboard felt like an afterthought. Doncic picked up exactly where he left off in international play, poised, in control, and downright dominant. From the opening tip, it was clear the Suns had no answer for him. Doncic orchestrated the offense with ease, scoring at will and setting up teammates with precision. At times, it felt like he was toying with defenders, controlling the game at his own pace. He finished the night with 25 points, 7 rebounds, and for assists, shooting 7 for 15 from the field and 4 for 8 from beyond the arc. He checked out for good in the third quarter, having already made his presence felt. And while Doncic was the headliner, Austin Reeves continued his impressive preseason campaign, proving once again that he can shine alongside another star. Phoenix tried to disrupt his rhythm with physical defense, but Reeves didn't flinch. Whether slashing to the rim, getting to the free throw line, or knocking down jumpers, he played with confidence and control. Reeves matched Doncic's 25 points on 8 of -16 shooting and added 4 rebounds, 2 assists, a steal, and a block in another all-around performance. Veteran Marcus Smart made his preseason debut as well, though he took a back seat offensively as he works his way back into game shape. In 20 minutes of action, he didn't attempt a shot, but his defensive presence was felt. DeAndre Ayton quietly put together another solid showing, recording a double-double with 10 points and 13 rebounds, along with an assist, 2 steals, and 3 blocks. A strong effort on both ends of the floor. On the Suns' side, Jared Butler stole the spotlight with a game-high 35 points, while former Laker Jordan Goodwin added 24 points and 6 assists in a revenge-minded performance. What's next for the Lakers? The Lakers are back at it on Wednesday night in Las Vegas, taking on the Dallas Mavericks in a rare preseason back-to-back. They'll then wrap up their exhibition schedule at home on Friday, when they face the Sacramento Kings. With the regular season around the corner, the momentum is building and the stars are starting to shine. What comes next for the Lakers with their next preseason game coming fast? The Lakers face the Dallas Mavericks in Las Vegas, a matchup carrying more weight than the average exhibition game. This contest will mark Luka Doncic's first appearance against his former team since the midseason trade that shocked the league. While the preseason is typically about rotations and rhythm, the emotional undercurrent of this reunion adds an undeniable intensity. Doncic will likely see limited minutes again, but every moment on the court will be closely watched by fans and analysts alike. The Mavericks, meanwhile, are treating the game as a full dress rehearsal. With Kyrie Irving sidelined for the season due to a torn ACL, Dallas is relying heavily on a younger core to carry the offensive load. Their focus is on cohesion and filling leadership gaps, a theme that mirrors the Lakers' own challenges. For Los Angeles, injury updates are shaping the early storylines. LeBron James is expected to miss the beginning of the regular season, sidelined by a sciatic nerve issue. That puts more responsibility on Doncic to lead, not just as a scorer, but as the engine of the offense. The Lakers' coaching staff is already making adjustments to accommodate this shift in dynamic. Rookie forward Adu Thiro is still recovering from a knee injury and has yet to debut in the preseason. Though he's progressing in rehab, he won't be re-evaluated for another few weeks, raising concerns about the team's frontcourt depth heading into the regular season. Veteran Marcus Smart, though defensively active in his first appearance, has not yet found his rhythm offensively. Still, his leadership on the floor and experience in high-pressure settings remain valuable assets as the team works through early inconsistencies. The Lakers will wrap up their preseason at home against the Sacramento Kings. Sacramento, however, will be without forward Keegan Murray, who recently underwent thumb surgery and is expected to miss over a month. That may shift the balance in the Lakers' favor as they look to close the preseason with momentum. Looking ahead as the regular season approaches, several key takeaways are emerging. Doncic's integration. His early performances suggest he's already in mid-season form, and his chemistry with Austin Reeves could be a major strength. Injury management. With LeBron out and other players easing back in, the team's ability to manage minutes while building chemistry will be a major storyline. Supporting cast, players like Reeves, Ayton, and Smart will need to shoulder more of the load, especially in the opening weeks of the season. Team identity. With a new coach and a restructured roster, the Lakers are still figuring out their identity, but early signs suggest a team with high offensive potential and growing defensive discipline. With just 2 games left before the season officially begins, every possession counts not on the scoreboard, but in setting the tone for what's to come.